second welding shop case.
The second half of the story, you've heard the same background, a little different details with this one. This is a different shaped property. It's a little bit larger. It's just short of 1.5 acres. Also existing building, long history of welding and machine shop. This one is a family-run business from years ago, but it is still to remain in the family. But was closed for a number of years, lost its grandfathering status. The applicants are here for this one. This is the Fletcher family. Walter Fletcher is the applicant. And this is located at 1313 South Troup Street. This is right near the intersection of Troup and South Patterson. Again, you see the zoning pattern of highway commercial dominating the area. Still community activity center. Aerial image tells a little different slant to the story. You see where there's room in the back. What's more interesting and dominant is a very large salvage yard to the north, which is a heavy industry type use. Fortunately, that yard is well buffered. It does not look quite this bad from the street. It's not quite so big. But in this case, any redevelopment or improvement on property next to such a salvage yard is a good thing for everyone, and not likely to be just anything to move in. Applicant has already been hard at work fixing and cleaning up the place. There's some photos coming up that will illustrate that. But here again, no site plan is required, even though there is room for expansion, but giving the surroundings, any new development that meets the new development code would certainly be better than any neighbor around here. And very much appreciative of the applicants already taking the initiative to start cleaning things up. So let's go through some of the imagery. Subject property may seem recently, with a nice new fresh coat of paint. It did not always look like this. This is the view from South Troup. And a little storage yard off to the south. And then the salvage yard that has overflowed into the street right of way. I think this will be a code enforcement issue here soon. Intersection at South Patterson. And this is what the building used to look like. This is on the back side of it with the side yard. These are photos from the applicant and then their work crew. This is the same wall, before and after. And then again, before, this is the front, how it used to look from South Troup Street, and how it looks more recently. So already tremendous improvements here. More to come. The applicants are here. They could explain their work efforts in a lot greater detail, as well as the history. But this is another decades-old business that has been here, that is keeping in the family, and they're resurrecting it. One footnote with both of these, and really part of the explanation is why welding shops and machine shops are coming back to life. It shows the sign of our economy. We have new industries moving in town. I've heard from several different folks that for these types of services locally, particularly with this case, they don't have many choices locally to get this type of work done. They have to go out of town, and so there's a demand for it here. And so I think it's very good that we're using or reusing existing facilities that had done this for many, many years and in an appropriate location. So with that, staff's recommending approval and finding consistent with the comprehensive plan, the conditional use review criteria, very similar conditions. Approval shall be granted in the name of the applicant only for machine and welding shop facility. And number 2, the 1-year expiration date if no business license for the proposed use has been issued by that date. Again, their business license is pending, and so I'm sure it will go officially into operation pretty soon.
Questions for staff?
I'm excited to see this type of rehabilitation.
It looks really good.
It does.
I went by there last week. Is there anyone that would like to speak in favor of this case?
Come on.
Okay. My name is Walter Fletcher. I live at 5565 Jumping Gully Road, Valdosta, Georgia. I'm the 3rd generation to actually use this property for a welding machine shop. My grandfather actually built it in Anyway, 6 months ago, this was not on my radar, and my father came to me New Year's Day and said, would you like to purchase it? I have been doing the type of work I do mobily, at customers' facilities, and I much prefer to do it in a shop environment, so it kind of all just came together. I never dreamed that the zoning would be an issue, but I learned pretty quickly. But yeah, we've done a lot of cleaning and totally replaced the roof and painted the whole building, so, yes. 5 roll-offs of garbage. There was an existing building outside that had collapsed. We demolished all of that. Actually doing finished work on the outside. So,
You're saying there was a lot of collectible items on the inside.
well, that's what my father thinks, but that's been an issue in and of itself.
Well, I think, what you're doing is amazing, and from someone that really cares deeply about family legacy, I think it's incredible, so congratulations.
I'll just echo Commissioner's response to you also. So did you ever work at that facility?
Yes.
You did?
From the time I was, I'm 54, when I was about 13, I used to mow the grass,
Yeah.
sweep the floors, and never really had a deep interest in it. My dad was always like, go to college, you don't want to do this type of work. By the time I was 25, I was fully into it.
So again, I'll just echo her sentiments too. I'm glad that you are going to resurrect this facility. I do have some memories there myself of going there back in the late 70s, early 80s, to get things repaired.
Yep.
And I just, again, we need these kind of things to keep going, and I appreciate you taking that step forward to resurrect this facility.
Yep. Winter's Field Machine, he's actually my cousin. He recently closed his business, but I
So
think,
it's truly a family,
yeah,
yeah.
all Fletchers, we're all in some type of metalworking.
So yeah, I'm just curious, this has nothing to do with it, I'm just curious if any employees from the past that you can bring back to put them in. I'm not saying you have to or need to, I'm just curious if they are any available that you could reinstate.
Not necessarily from the past, but when I originally started, when I was a teenager, I had an uncle or great uncle there. He was a machinist in World War II, and my grandfather. So that was a lot of history. There was actually 3 guys that were in World War II as machinists.
Are your children interested?
Uh,
Yeah, of course.
They can run it.
They can still.
They can run it.
Yeah.
6 dollars.
6 girls?
We have 1 boy.
One boy.
I see why you need a machine shop.
That's it.
You guys all never know.
But yeah, we basically are a walk-in off the street.
That's awesome.
I mean, I do a lot of business that's not walk-in, but,
I think you'll be very busy when the word gets back out.
I
the
agree.
name will be Fletcher Machine and Welding. The previous name was Georgia On-Site Machining, which, when it was a mobile business, so, I'm just waiting to get all this taken care of.
You'll do well.
Yes, you will.
All right.
Congratulations.
Thank you all very much.
Appreciate you
So-
moving forward.
I spoke with your father about 3 years ago about that building,
Yeah.
and he seemed to think that everything on site had a tremendous amount of value. So I feel for you as far as getting rid of some of that stuff. I know some of that equipment was probably there from your grandfather's time, so.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Is there anyone else who would like to speak in favor of this case? Seeing none, is there anyone that would like to speak against this case? Seeing none, we will close the public portion of this case, and any further discussion with staff, questions?
I think that speaks for itself, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, well,
the two recommendations, from staff.
Do we have a second?
A second.